All right, welcome back to another Ask Scanner School session. This is our monthly session now where you can ask me your Scanner Radio questions. My name is Phil Lichtenberger, and again, I am the host of Scanner School. What I'm going to do right now is I am live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and when I do this, I will be live over here on TikTok. So let me go ahead and do this one over here. Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Phil Lichtenberger, and we are live tonight answering your Scanner Radio questions. So please go ahead and ask me a question over here on TikTok. We got you over here on a dedicated camera. Everybody else, we're over here on this camera up here. So if you have a question for me this evening, go ahead. If you're watching us live, leave a question in the chat box. So if you're listening to us or watching us on YouTube, that's over on the side. Facebook is down below. I think Twitter and Instagram works the same way or so. If you're catching us on a replay, I want to thank you for hanging out and watching the replay. I will come back during the week and answer anything that I see that is on there as well. So hopefully you guys are seeing me. Everything is looking good. Yeah, we're sporting the old Islander hat today with the Gordon Fisherman because we're basically celebrating the end of the season. It was it wasn't enough, but I am a diehard Islander fan, and yeah, we're bringing back some '90s style here with the old Gordon cap. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are going to take a look over here on, let's see what we got on here on the side. Let me go ahead here and switch. I got 1,000 windows open, guys, and every time I do this, it gets to be a little bit more insane that we look at. Also want to remind you that if you are a Patreon $5 supporter, you can join us right now over on Zoom. Over on the Zoom session, we got Kenneth, Glenn, Chris, Mike, Les, and let's see, Joe is in there as well, and that's everybody over there. All right. So our questions are coming in right now. We are looking at, let's see, Restream. Let me bring that up. Restream. Where did that chat box go? It's off in the corner. See, I got everything hidden now. I definitely need a second monitor here. Restream chat. Let's see if this is one. All right. John Egan is in. John says, good evening, all. Looking to a great informative show from New Jersey. John, thanks again for watching us. Ray is in from Des Plaines, Illinois. Ray, good to have you on there. Ray, thanks for being active in the Discord server. And don't forget, Ray, you could just post your questions in there when somebody surfaces, because, you know, it's not everybody's in there all the time. But just put your questions in there, and we will answer them when somebody's available. Jenny is in. Jenny, good evening. I see you over here on YouTube, but if you've got the link in the Patreon portal, Jenny, you should be able to join us over there on Zoom. So go ahead and take advantage of that. Wayne is in. Wayne, good to have you. Wayne, got your question answered on the podcast today. Don't know if you had a chance to listen to that, but if you did, hopefully that I was able to answer your question. I think, though, we also went ahead and traded some emails back and forth really quickly before the podcast episode aired. Let's see. We've got Bullhead is in. Good evening. Todd is in from Edgemont, South Dakota. And you'd like, Bullhead's also asking questions here already too. Would like Coax for his home for a Bearcat BCD 996P2. All right, so I think we're caught up now on the questions that are queued up here. All right, so Bullhead, to answer your question. So Coax for the home. So what we like to do and recommend is, and for that, Art got you over here on TikTok. Art, don't forget, you can also join us over on Zoom. I don't know if you're over there right now, but you are on there as well. You'll be able to go there. Let me see if I can move this screen, because I already know what I see. Let's see. Will do. Excellent. Swipe to close. No, I thought there was a way to answer to get the text in here, but I'm not seeing. There it is. Got it. Now I can definitely see questions coming over on TikTok. Very good. All right. So first question coming over here on the other platforms is using Coax for the home scanner Bearcat BCD96P2. So are you looking at just Coax to use, or how to route it in there, or what you're looking for? So generally what we look at when we say Coax is we look at Coax that is going to have a low loss and is going to work well over a large frequency, right? And those are the two criteria. So Coax really works well on low frequencies. So when we're looking at 30 megahertz, 40 megahertz, 50, right? Even up to VHF, right? 100 megahertz. Coax quality is pretty much on par with most of the big brands. What happens is the higher up you go in frequency, the more resistance, the more loss you're going to have when it comes to getting that signal from your antenna down to the back of your radio. So what we try and do is, first of all, is keep the lengths as short as possible. But secondly, we want to have good quality coax, because not all coax is the same or treated equally when it gets to that frequency range there. So we always recommend going with LMR 400. LMR 400 is going to work really well when it comes to UHF and 800 megahertz. Yes, you can use RG6, and before you start throwing tomatoes at your screen, we're gonna just preface that by saying RG6 is good to get you going. It's cheap, it's affordable, it's readily available. The impedance is a mismatch when it comes to what it is that we're trying to do with our scanner radios. The impedance on RG6 is 75 ohms. We look for 50 ohms. Look, I've used RG6. In fact, I'm using RG6 right now as a 50-foot jumper, basically, to go from where my coax comes into the house to where my new office is right now in the basement, because I haven't yet run any LMR 400. So even the Scantennas used to come with 50 feet of RG6, right? Our cable TVs, direct TVs, satellite TVs, all operate on RG6 as well. So it is readily available. You can go to Home Depot, you can get it. But if you want to do it right and you want to get, the best setup for you, highly recommend LMR 400. You can buy it with the connectors already pre-made on it. You can buy just the connectors. You can buy, whatever it is you need for it. But that is really the pinnacle of where we look for when it comes to coax for our scanner radios. Now, you will pay almost $1 a foot when it comes to LMR 400. Yes, there is some sticker shock on there, but you're going to find that coax is going to work for you really, really well. So hopefully that goes through and answers your questions really quickly on a high level. And definitely thank you for asking and kicking off this month's Ask Scanner School. So let's see. We are also looking at TikToks over here as well. So our first question over here is, can I fly with a police scanner in my carry-on? Boy, we've got an expert on that over in our Zoom session who takes his carry-on all the time. Yes, you can keep a scanner radio in your carry-on. My recommendation is just don't use it, right? Just don't take it out, use it mid-flight or anything like that, right? Because that will put some eyeballs on you. But use it while you're in the airport, while you're waiting around to get on the airplane and get on board, right? It's always cool to listen to the TSA, and if you look at the Fed files over on the Spectrum Monitor or even on Chris's website, he's got a great website over there. Just look for the Fed files. And actually, I should be talking over here because it was a TikTok question. Look for the Fed files in Google. It'll take you over to Chris's blog page. And Chris, we've got to work on that for sure to get you over to your own domain name. But TSA frequencies are all in there. And again, you can certainly listen to them, listen to ground operations, listen to the tower, all that while you're in the airport. Just before you board, though, just turn off the scanner, put it in your carry-on luggage, and enjoy listening to the scanner while you're waiting to board the plane. So really great question. All right, another TikTok question is, are there any aftermarket touchscreens for the HP2? No aftermarket touchscreens for the HP2, unfortunately. Hopefully you didn't break your scanner, but I know Uniden does have a repair policy or repairs setup. I believe it's $69 flat rate for the repair, plus a couple of extra bucks to return it. So it would be about $90 to get it swapped out, and that's pretty much where it is. So good question on that one. All right, so it says new messages that are coming in here. Okay, so we'll come back to the questions over there on TikTok. We're trying to spread things back and forth here. Jenny were able to join, so hopefully you're over there on the other one as well. Ray, Joseph Messina is in. Joseph, good to see you on there. Ray is saying, with summer coming and bad weather coming, what is good to have in the scanner? So great question, Ray. What I would most definitely have on there is NOAA weather radio to start with, right? You want NOAA in there because you want to be able to hear the weather coming, but you can also use your scanner as a NOAA alerts radio. Most scanners will allow you to do that. So you can put it in weather standby mode. You can program in the FIPS or the same codes into your scanner. That will keep your scanner quiet. It won't make any alerts, no beeps, no chirps, no nothing during the day. But when there is an active warning or watch in your area, the scanner will definitely beep, chirp, and fart, whatever it is you want to say it's going to do. And you will hear what the active warning or alert is. In fact, it also works too when they do their tests. So if you have a pile of scanner radios just hanging around, that's something that you can actually use in your scanner while you're not using your scanner. A little bit of a information on this too is the Home Patrol 1 and Home Patrol 2. When you turn off the scanner, you can actually put it in weather alert standby. And I really wish a lot of other scanners would just do that. But yeah, it's something you could do. Secondly, what you would do in there, listen to your local fire departments, because that's something I do here on Long Island, is we can actually track the storm based on where the calls are coming from as the storm passes overhead, because you'll get a lot of automatic alarms. Maybe you'll get a lot of calls for houses struck by lightning or something like that. So there is definitely some things that you can listen to on there. Also, what you can look at doing too is just put your OEM, your Skywarn frequencies for amateur radio. Skywarn is a big deal. You have weather spotters out there. So look at your local Skywarn pages, or just look at you can put Illinois or Des Plaines, Illinois, Skywarn, and see what frequencies they may operate on. So that's really what I would listen to or look to put into my scanner when it comes down to summertime. And also, don't forget, look at the weather patterns in your area. Like for us, we try to listen as far west as possible. So if you can listen into Pennsylvania, you'll hear their Skywarn going, and you'll be able to then follow the storm track as it crosses through Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York City, and then we are over here on Long Island. So definitely have some situational awareness when it comes to that. Alrighty, let's look at what else we come in here. Joseph's got a question about his SDS 100. You contacted Unit about the SDS, about the problem you told me about with the connection. Computer to the scanner not working, been 2 years. If that is your micro S or the USB connection, then definitely swap out the USB cable, check a different port on the computer, take the SD card out and use a micro SD card reader, and that might be the easiest way to at least update and program the scanner until you get it repaired. Let's see. We've got Wayne saying the AAR frequency list NXDN EOT devices can be found on Radio Reference Database. Yeah, you get a full list of the AAR frequencies. And again, that's under railroads. So let's do that really quickly here too, while because I haven't really brought up a screen yet here to do a screen share. So let's do this. Let's bring up, let's see, database, frequency database. And let's look for that here now. So I'm going to do a switch screen over here. Sorry, guys. You guys on TikTok, unfortunately, I can't share my desktop on TikTok. So I will keep that. And again, I'm keeping a queue over here on the question. So we'll come back to you guys on TikTok after this question over here. But if you want to follow the on screen, take a look for us over on YouTube. All right. So we are going to go back to the database here. And if we look under nationwide frequencies and we go to where is it? Red Cross, multi-use wireless railroads. There you are. So these are all the AAR channels. You pop these all in, and chances are whatever is happening in your area will be on one of these frequencies. And again, what Wayne is talking about with the EOD, the EOT, that's end of train, those are cool. In fact, there's a lot of videos over on TikTok about that as well, where the last train goes over, right? It kind of has that EOT device, and it transmits back to the front of the train, basically over RF, right? And it's an automated robotic voice. It just says, a flat spot, or hot brake, or something like that, that tells the conductor on the train, or is it the engineer on the train? I always get those confused. What is going on, right? And sometimes if there's a problem, they got to stop the train, get out, walk 100 cars back to find out what the problem is, if they have, a stuck brake or something like that, right? So that that's what you're looking for EOTs. Let's see what else we got over here while we got the screen going. Actually, you know what? We'll transition out so that I can read the screen and not leave you guys hanging on that. I need a second display. Let's see what we got here. Philip is on Facebook saying from Aberdeen, Washington, loving this SDS 100, SDS 200, and HP2. Great scanners. Yeah, really great scanners. The only thing I can't stand about that is why can't I use one piece of software? Why does it have to be a different version of Sentinel to go from the SDS to the HP? I never understood that, but very happy to hear that you're enjoying those scanners. Use them and good luck with them. It's great choice of radios over there. Let's see what we're coming in here. Todd is saying you use RG6 quad shield on your copper J pole. Yep, all good stuff there. Does Uniden repair a Pro 2006? If so, how much price per hour? You may want to contact Uniden on that one. But their hourly rate, it's not even an hourly rate, it's a flat rate, $69 plus $20 to repair, and you can find that all information over there on our website. And again, one more thing, how high the antenna will make a big difference, and so will the antenna, right? The antenna height, yes, because you're doing line of sight, but also what you want to look at too is the type of antenna, right? A disc cone is going to receive a large bank of frequencies, but it's going to be equally poor, right? It's an equal opportunity offender on there. But if you have a tuned antenna to VHF or UHF, right, then they're going to work better because you have gain on there. All right, let me go back over here to TikTok because I did promise them I would come back over here. So we got Chris is in here too saying, Chris, TikTok famous. You're going to meet Jonathan and Rich over at Dayton. Excellent. Enjoy Dayton. I've never made the trek out to Dayton. One of these days I'll make it out there, and I'm sure it'll be a great time. So enjoy Chris, enjoy everything over there on Dayton. We got one here. Why does my BCD 996PT work on P25 simulcast flawlessly in some areas around town, but not others? Because that is the beauty of simulcast. I've got a great video on my TikTok channel on how simulcast works and why it's a problem with some scanners. I highly recommend checking out that video. It's about a minute long, and it gets right to the point on why simulcast is an issue. But really what the problem is the fact that the 996P2 and a lot of other scanner radios don't know how to put zeros and ones back together again when you've got multipath distortion. So what happens is you've got 010101 coming in. Now all of a sudden you've got two transmitter sites transmitting the exact same thing at the same time. The scanner doesn't know where the zeros and ones belong. It kind of equates to the old days when you had analog TV and you had some tropospheric ducting, or you had ghosting coming in and you had like a picture and then a picture behind it when you'd watch a news anchor or when you're watching a football game and you see the play happening just off sync. Analog, no big deal. But when it's digital, you don't know how to put the signal back together again. That's why it's a problem. The problem you're having around town is the fact that in some areas you're removing the simulcast from the equation because it's not coming in as strong, or you have another transmitter site coming in really strong, and the scanner has no problem putting zeros and ones back together again. But as you're driving and you have propagation path, or you have changes in RF where when one site is coming in equally as strong or now just as strong as another one, that's when your scanner really starts to have a problem. The best way to get rid of simulcast issues on a 996P2 is to not use an external antenna, to hit your attenuator. But really, if you're going to be driving around the scanner, I really recommend just going with an SDS 100 or SDS 200, or even one of these devices over here, which is a unication pager. I am a dealer for these things. I own East Coast Pagers, and check out the brand new website and hit request a quote if you want, and we can work on pricing if you click on request a quote. All right, let's see what else we got here too. Combiz is saying, looking for a good scanner for scanning an APCO P25 Phase 1 system. Top of the line, because you said money's no object, SDS 100, SDS 200. I got this guy right over here. Top of the line when it comes to using a digital scanner. It's going to set you back about $600 or so. Again, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2. For a handheld. For a mobile radio or a desktop, the SDS 200 is a little bit more money, but it gives you Wi-Fi, not Wi-Fi, a LAN connector on the front. Nice big display on there as well. So that's top of the line. If you want to start going backwards from there, you could look at radios like the BCD 536 or the BCD 436. This is it right here for you guys over here on the other camera. This one will not work that well in simulcast. Going downhill from there, you got the BCD 325P2. Again, cheaper as you go down. Yes, they do all work on conventional systems too. So what you're looking at when you come to a scanner like this is they all work on conventional. It's just a matter of everything else on top of it. So you go to trunking, then you go to P25, the 325 P2, the 436, the 536, the 996, the SDSs can all be upgraded to use NXDN and also DMR. So recommend, if you said money's no object, just go right for the SDS 100, SDS 200. That will get you through any simulcast issues that the other user was asking about, and I think you'll enjoy the platform a whole lot better on there. All right. If you're looking for a good place to buy your scanner from as well, I've dealt with Scanner Master. You can actually use my affiliate link, which is scannerschool.com/scannermaster. Of course, you can always buy on Amazon. Again, if you want to help us out, go to scannerschool.com/Amazon. Again, those two links don't cost you anything if you use them, but they do help us out as a referral fee. Other websites I've bought from is hamradio.com, and they always seem to have it in stock, which is great. And also Gigaparts as well. And yes, the SDS can scan both systems at the same time. So it will go into trunking and then into conventional and then into DMR and then to NXDN, whatever it is, right? Whereas this, the unification device, you're stuck in one mode at one time. So the SDS 100 True Scanner will allow you to come in and out of multiple modes. And there you go. Glad I could sell you. If you need help with the scanner, let me know. If you have any questions too, shoot me a DM or something like that, because again, I'm always looking for ideas to do videos for. I'm trying to grab some of my TikTok stuff and repurpose them over to YouTube. So if you have questions, you want some more information about the SDS, you can go ahead and do that. All right. Sorry, Roy the Dancer, I'm not able to do simulcast at this time with you or do screen and screen with you right now. All right, last question. Programming simple? Very simple. It's really a drag and drop. You can use a program that comes with it called Sentinel, and what that allows you to do is import directly from Radio Reference. You use a file tree, basically, and you can just drag and drop what you want into your own favorites list, and you can write it to radio. What you can also do, too, is when you get the radio out of the box, just plug it in your computer, do a firmware upgrade on it, first of all, then do a database update on it. Cable does come in a box. I'm answering your questions live here. And then what you can do is you put your zip code in, set the zip code up, and then set the range for like 5 miles or less. You're going to find out that the scanner just pre-programmed itself from the radio reference database, and you'll have stuff to listen to right away without really knowing what to do. You can always go in then later on, put in your own frequencies using your favorites list. And again, we can do a quick video on how to do that. I think 626 Hawkeye might actually have a video on that already. But again, we are planning on doing a full video sequence. Again, I'm really looking at doing some dual purpose videos for that platform and that platform. You can go to scannerschool.com/scannermaster. You can also go to scannerschool.com/Amazon. Both of those links will take you to those other locations. If you use scannerschool.com/scannermaster, it redirects you over to Scannermaster, but it leaves my affiliate ID intact. So if you buy through them, I'll get the credit for the referral. All right. I definitely appreciate you doing that. And again, if you have questions, let me know. Thank you so much again, and I'm glad I was able to help you with that question. All right, coming back over here to TikTok. I'm sorry, coming away from TikTok and over to the other platforms. Bob, good to see you on here as well, and hopefully you're getting to the bottom of that issue with Bethpage Fire Department. Joseph is saying, how can you get this video on TikTok? Tom, about the Senate was the question you were talking about. Oh yeah, let's bring that as well over here. In the video arsenal, is there any way for an SDS 100 to put a talk group on hold without it reverting to the other talk groups while on hold? You can't get it to stay on one talk group. Just hit the hold button. If you're reverting to other talk groups, you might have priority turned on, but just hit the hold button. It should be the third soft key right here is going to be your channel hold while you're in scan. That's the button you want to press. All right, so that's how you hold. If it's looking for something else to go to, you probably have either the priority list turned on, close call turned on, or weather priority scan on there as well. So that would be that. Joe, to answer your question, for the guys on TikTok, again, I'm going to do a screen share over on the Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube stuff. So if you want to see the screen share over here, check out the other platform. But again, if you look at, again, my profile over on TikTok, then we'll get it over there. So I'm going to just give you this right here in the chat. So we'll go to www.scannerschool.com/TikTok. And what I will do on the other screen over here is I will bring up the TikTok page. Too many W's in there. I'm going to do that, do this. Wait for it to load. There it is. And then we're going to transition over. So this is my TikTok page as it looks in the web browser. Again, you don't need to be on TikTok to enjoy the content I'm creating. I know a lot of people are really turned off to that platform. So just use your web browser. You can even use incognito mode, and that will take you over to that platform's page. You can still see the videos without actually having to download the app on your phone. So don't feel like just because I'm promoting or pushing you guys over to that platform, then you can't participate. But what you want to look for is this video over here. Why does simulcast cause so many issues with scanners? And just click on that video, and it will autoplay, and it's got a nice little graphic on here. I know, guys, I don't think you can hear it, but it explains to you. It's took me about 3 hours to make. This wasn't something I put together really quickly, although 3 hours could be pretty quick. But it was my first time actually making a video that has all this animation in it. So again, take a look at it over on the TikTok channel and let me know what you think, and make sure if you have the app, you also subscribe to me over there as well. But again, it's 1 minute 36 seconds, cuts right to the point, and then that's over that. So, wow, I just got some confetti over there on TikTok. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Combiz. All right, let's keep going over here and make sure we don't have any more outstanding questions. Let's see, go back to the other platform, transition. Max, good to see you on from down under. Glad to see you on there, and thanks for the follow over there on that TikTok platform as well. And we're going to get ready to start wrapping things up here, guys, because we're getting down to the bottom of the hour. And as a reminder, anybody who is a Patreon supporter at the $5 level or higher, we will be doing another right after this. We go right into our roundtable discussion. It's not too late to be a Patreon supporter and get the link to meet us right now. So if you go to scannerschool.com/Patreon, you can sign up to be a $5 Patreon supporter. Once everything goes through, you'll have access to the link to join us over on Zoom, and you can be part of our Patreon Extra Credit Club. And again, that gets you the podcast early. That gets you some squelchy stickers over here. I got some stickers that I mail out over here, right? And again, you get some other benefits as well by supporting us over there on Patreon. Jim King, coming over from TikTok, been following for tips about your STS 200. Excellent. Again, Kim, if you, Jim, I'm sorry, dyslexia a little bit. Jim, if you have questions, let me know. Just shoot me a message or a DM, and we'll get some questions answered over there as well. And let's see, Eyeball Travel. How does the annual Patreon work? Is it the same benefits as monthly? It is the same benefits as monthly, yes, but you're prepaying for the year, so it's discounted. So instead of it being $5 a month, it's $53 for the year. So it's a little bit of a discount on there as well. I think anybody who's already a monthly Patreon supporter can also change their pledges, or you may have to cancel and redo it. I forget how it works, but yeah, basically you just go to patreon.com or scanschool.com/Patreon and go over there and hit subscribe, and you'll be unlocking the benefits right away. Restream chat. Let's see. Not sure why it's not working. You want to shoot me a video of what you're doing, and then I'll be able to take a look at that for you as well. If you want to shoot me a video, you can email it to me at phil@scannerschool.com, and we'll take a look at that for you. All right. Let's see. One more question. We go over here from Spud, looking for a scanner that will pick up digital for fire service. So yeah, you can look at Andover. Let's see what you got over here as well. Did I miss your question? I don't see. I just see and thank you and please, but I don't see a question from you. Sorry, but hi, please. Okay, so I don't think this is a question there, but Spud, looking for it all depends really, again, what you're looking at. Again, if you're looking for simulcast, you're going to need something like the SDS 100, the SDS 200. If you're looking for conventional or something that's not a simulcast system, you can get away with a 436. You can, again, look at the BCD 325P2, which is this one over here. Again, a unification pager works really well. You can set these up for the fire tones, and it does do recording as well. Again, if you're interested in these pages, I am a dealer. Just go to eastcoastpagers.com and then click on request a quote, and then we'll help you out with pricing. All right. And so it looks like we're at the bottom of the questions right now. I want to thank everybody who has who stuck around for the live session tonight. Again, we're going to continue this right now over with our Patreon supporters on Zoom. So again, scannerschool.com/Patreon. Click on that $5 a month link. You'll get access to our Zoom session right away. For everybody who is catching us on the replay, again, thank you for watching the replay. Make sure you subscribe to us over on YouTube, because we're going to get some content, I promise you, over there. Over on TikTok, make sure you follow us over there as well. And thank you everybody who has helped there. And then can you tell me what antenna to get for the BCD 125AT? Really quick question. So the factory antenna that comes with it is kind of an equal opportunity offender. I recommend Diamond antennas. I really do like their antennas. Of course, Remtronics works works pretty well. So if you're looking for an antenna, look for something that's going to cover the bands you're trying to listen to. So if you're listening to VHF, UHF, or 800, make sure you find an antenna that will pick up those frequencies as well. Again, I have been using the Remtronics antenna on my SDS, so you can also get the Remtronics antenna as for your 125. Right now, on my 125, I'm just using the standard antenna that came with it. All right. That's the last one. I'm trying to get antenna that you can hear from Andover to Boston. I don't know the geography of Massachusetts. I'm sorry, but try something that's cut for that frequency band. So if it's for VHF, get a VHF antenna. Ray is saying too that he likes his Diamond antenna as well. All right, guys. With that, we're gonna say 73. Thanks again for watching, and for everybody who's on Patreon, we'll see you over there in just 1 second. All right, guys. You all have a good night, and let me figure out again how to end the show. All right, dashboard. We're gonna say